News 3 Today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kim Gusby.
And I'm Ben Katko. Welcome to the debut of News 3 Today.
And for those of you looking for The Bridge, that program will now air at 11:30 today, featuring the returning Natalie Hendrick. Lots of big news today.
It's a big day here today. We're very excited about it. For now, we're also very excited about the weather outside. We're going to take a look at your headlines and your weather. Meteorologist Ariela Scalise is in to tell us about a beautiful day outside.
Yeah, Ben, it is pretty nice out there. We were dealing with some bad visibility, especially Darien, farther south, farther west this morning. But things are looking nicer now. We do have a mostly cloudy sky, but peaks of sunshine out there. 65 degrees right now out in Savannah with an east wind coming in about 9 miles per hour. So just a little bit breezy out there. Taking a look at some other temperatures throughout the coastal empire and low country. We are all pretty mild right now. Some of us started into the low 40s, but now we are warming up nicely at 62 in Statesboro, 63 in Ridgeland, and at 66 in Hinesville. For the rest of the afternoon, those clouds will stick around, but peaks of sunshine, and it will be another warm day with temperatures above normal into the low 70s under that mostly cloudy sky. Coming up in the full forecast, we're going to talk about a few big changes we're watching in the 7-day forecast. It includes another chance of rain and then a big cool down. We definitely need the rain. And you know what? It is December now, so we will also take the cooler weather.
But you said this week is a mixed bag.
Yeah, something you want to pay attention to because you don't want to be out on the wrong day. You've got the rain jacket, but now we're already on the cold day. Or I guess you could still use the rain jacket.
You know what I'm saying.
It's a little bit of everything this week.
It is up and down. It's this time of year.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ari. Happening right now, the new head of the Chatham County Police Department is being sworn in.
Here you go. Here is a live look at that ceremony right now. New Chatham County Chief Jeff Hadley spent the last 10 years as police chief in Kalamazoo, Michigan. He has also been an officer in Florida and Indiana. Hadley announced he was taking the job here last month. He told News 3 he is excited about the challenge to recreate the department from the ground up. He says he knows about the challenges he'll face when it comes to fighting crime here, but says he is ready to take it head on. 2 interim assistant chiefs and more than 20 officers are also being sworn in this morning. We will have more coverage on this later this evening at 5 and 6.
In continuing coverage today, 2 of 3 teenagers accused in a brutal triple murder in Savannah are on trial today. James Hampton and Dwayne Abney will have opening statements. Both face life in prison if convicted. Kiana Marshall, Alexis Kitchens, and Isaiah Martin were all found shot to death inside a home in Carver Village in October of 2015.
A Florida teenager who went missing along with her 27-year-old soccer coach has been reunited with her parents. New York State Police detained Ryan Rodriguez Friday night after a trooper spotted his car and pulled it over. Police say he was with 17-year-old Caitlin Frasina.
A former South Carolina police officer who shot an unarmed man will be sentenced today. Walter Scott was killed in North Charleston in 2015 following a traffic stop. Michael Slager pleaded guilty in May to a federal charge of violating Scott's civil rights by shooting him with no justification. Moving on to a follow-up now. Metro Police are still investigating a shooting and car crash on Savannah's south side. It happened near the Days Inn on Abercorn Street. Police found 44-year-old Willie Hall with life-threatening injuries. Officers have not given any information about the crash, though. Detectives did search 2 hotel rooms and the vehicle looking for evidence. A maintenance worker told News 3 he heard loud noises but no gunfire.
We got woken by a loud bang, so I came out of the room. It was still dark and didn't see anything out of the ordinary and just went back to bed. And maybe an hour later or so, the police were beating on the door asking questions about if we heard anything.
Police are still piecing together what happened. If you can help, you should call Crime Stoppers at 912-234-2020. In our health alert this afternoon, you can get help signing up your children for health care today. That's happening from 5 until 8 p.m. at the Long County Library in Ludowici. There'll be free in-person enrollment and renewal assistance for Medicaid, Peach Care, SNAP, and CAPS. Please bring a government-issued ID. From the decorating to the gift shopping, getting ready for the holidays can come with, you could call it a fair amount of work, I suppose. But for some people, it also means a fair amount of discomfort. Hallie Hernandez takes a closer look.
Gerald Malloy says his normal holiday routine used to be a recipe for back pain.
Hang lights
pull the grandbabies around in wagons, stuff like that, put them in the wagon.
But since he had spine surgery 2 months ago, he's learning ways to make sure his back pain never returns.
You learn in therapy how to do stuff that you said, wow, I should have done that years ago. I'm going to do it the right way this year.
Dr. Shah Dadwad from Memorial Hermann Orthopedic and Spine Hospital says the most common injuries happen when people fall from ladders or strain when lifting boxes and suitcases. But pain can frequently happen doing almost anything you aren't used to. Sleeping in a guest bed, standing a long time over the stove, or picking up a kid who grew in the last year.
It's just about proper mechanics when you want to lift up a kid, right? If you bend at your hips and lift them straight up, that can create a problem versus, bending down, keeping your spine in an upright vertical alignment, and bending down in your knees and then picking them up from that standpoint.
And since Dr. Dadwad says your core strength is crucial in preventing back pain, remember holiday weight gain can hurt your back too.
So core muscles in the belly and the back is the biggest thing to try to prevent these things from happening.
Ice and heat can help with the pain. The main treatment, anti-inflammatories.
Gerald says another simple exercise that helped him get back to his normal life is practicing good posture.
CVS is hoping to buy the insurance giant Aetna. The drugstore company put down $69 billion toward that purchase. It says the move could help provide customers with better health care. If approved, CVS could become more of a one-stop shop for health care, potentially adding services such as eye care or hearing aid centers. The plan would also help CVS keep millions of customers away from Amazon if they decide to expand into prescription drugs.
In our consumer report, Ford is recalling more than 200,000 pickup trucks and SUVs. The dealership says the front seat cushions can come loose and fail to hold people properly, that is, in a crash. The recall involves certain 2016 model F-150 and Explorer vehicles equipped with front power seats. Ford says a bolt in the power seat adjuster can come loose or fall out. If you have this vehicle, you should contact your nearest dealership for repairs.
Some good news for you this morning. Gas prices are down after price hikes in November. The average retail price of regular grade gasoline is down 6 points, putting the average gas price at $2.54. This is despite the fact the price of crude oil increased by a few pennies.
We have a couple of traffic alerts to tell you about today. River Street will be closed between MLK Boulevard and the Barnard Street ramp starting today. This will be from 7 in the morning until 6 daily. The closure for hotel construction is scheduled through December 18th. Also, if Taylor Street is a part of your commute, you'll need to find a different route. It will be closed between Whitaker and Barnard Streets from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. today and tomorrow.
In news around South Carolina right now, a barrier island could help Hunting Island State Park. Media magnate Ted Turner says he'll sell St. Philip's Island to the state. The Post and Courier of Charleston reports that the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism asked state legislators to pay $5 million for the island. St. Philip's is among the largest privately held undeveloped barrier islands left on the coast.
Happening today, you can help a family in need this Christmas by donating to our Holiday Hope campaign. Our own Tina Shaw will be at the Walmart on Abercorn Street during our 5, our 5:30, and our 6 p.m. newscast, collecting toys and helping ring in the holiday cheer. Stop by, drop off a toy or a donation, and say hi. If you missed the chance to donate, you can still drop off donations here at our studio on East Victory Drive. For more information on how you can sign your family up or to find one of the 14 locations to drop off your donations, just search Holiday Hope over on our website, WSAV.com.
And coming up after the break, we will take a look at our News 3 military report today.
We'll take you inside a special celebration at Hunter Army Airfield over the weekend.
We'll also tell you how you can have your voice heard on Savannah's new proposed fire fee. Stay with us. You're watching WSAV News 3 today.
Hi, my name is Captain Omir Bataya. I'm deployed to Bagram Airfield, Afghanistan, and I want to wish a happy holiday to my family at Richmond Hill, Georgia, Yulisa, Emir, and Isabella. Love you guys.
Brought to you by Dan Vaden Chevrolet, where selection, convenience, and value are way better. That's the Vaden way.
Welcome back. In our military report, it's a big holiday celebration for our local soldiers.
And it's one of those rare years where all Hunter Army troops are home from their deployments. The Savannah community invited around 300 soldiers to Hunter Army Airfield to show their gratitude. Soldiers enjoyed a traditional holiday meal with their units and gave kids a taste of what they do every day. They also savored some family time, a luxury for so many heroes.
For us, we don't come in for the standard 1 week in a month. We come in an average 2 to 3 times a week to fly and maintain proficiency. So when we get the opportunity to bring families out, it means a lot.
Patillo told News 3, knowing the community has their families back gives soldiers reason to keep on fighting.
Now, Storm Team 3 weather, powered by Spiro's Live Titan Radar.
Well, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully you had a great weekend. It certainly was warm the last couple of days. High of 78 on Friday. We did it again on Saturday. And yesterday was slightly more mild, but notice still above normal for this time of year. Normal high is 65. If you've been liking the 70s, that's awesome because we have another day today and one more day tomorrow, but then actually big changes come. So if you've been someone who prefers the cooler weather, we have that for you too coming up in the 7-day forecast. Taking a look, temperatures right now, almost everyone into the 60s minus Metter this morning, one of our cooler spots. Metter was in the low 40s this morning. It's taking a little bit longer to warm up. 59 right now in Metter, 65 in Richmond Hill, 62 in Hampton, and it's 64 right now in Beaufort. So all in all, a pretty nice day so far, and we're going to get a little bit warmer as we go throughout the afternoon. Taking a look at Futurecast, we'll see that mostly cloudy skies stick around, but also some peaks of sunshine. But it does look like we stay mostly dry as we head into today and tonight. Now, overnight, we could see more cloudiness, and that will lead to a more mild night than we saw this morning. Overnight lows in the 50s. And then we actually do have a lot of sunshine moving through tomorrow. This is the last day before that front comes through. So it will be dry, but it will also be much warmer, tracking high temperatures into the upper 70s. Taking a look at Futurecast, early Wednesday morning, that's when that front starts to come through. You see that band of rain, and usually it's one quick swipe through, and then we have that drier weather. But it looks like this front's going to linger just along our coast, so we could actually continue to see rain as we go through Thursday and also parts of Friday morning. So timing that out for you, Monday should be dry, today should still be dry, Tuesday should be dry, but it's Wednesday into Thursday that we're watching the best chance of rain, and we could even see a few showers lingering early parts of Friday before the big weather story will be the much colder weather. Taking a look, highs today will be above normal for this time of year, but comfortable, and we are staying dry. High of 68 in Darien, high of 70 in Statesboro, and Vidalia, you'll reach a high of 72. Up to the low country, we're into the upper 60s and low 70s for your high temperatures with that east wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, the cloudiness tonight will act as a blanket, keeping things a little bit more mild, and temperatures will actually stay above normal for this time of year, even in the overnight hours. Glenville with a low of 53, Statesboro a low of 52. And up to the low country, low temperatures just along the coast, slightly more mild, so 57 for a low in Hilton Head and 56 for a low in Beaufort. Further inland, a little bit cooler, 52 for a low in Hampton. Now, you want to pay attention to the 7-day because we do have a lot of changes coming. First comes the warm-up. That's tomorrow, high of 78, warm and breezy, feeling as warm as it was last week when we had those highs in the upper 70s. Then the front starts to come through early Wednesday, so showers pretty likely as we go into the day Wednesday and then still possibly lingering for parts of Thursday. But notice Thursday it will be cold and rainy, so kind of a raw day. And then we head into Friday, could still see a few showers lingering for Friday morning, and look at this pattern of 50s that does stay around even as we head into the weekend. So the weekend will be sunny, but what I like to call cool sunshine. So definitely you'll need the jacket all day kind of weather. And finally, it does start to feel like the season that we're talking about. We actually have 17 days until winter officially begins, so technically still fall, 21 days until Christmas Day, and 28 days until the new year.
All right. Well, I think that we all got excited about the holiday season. So excited that we mentioned that Tina Tyus Shaw will be at the Walmart today for our Holiday Hope donation collection. It's actually tomorrow.
Okay, I
That's
was waiting
okay.
for the big
You can still
plot twist.
tomorrow.
You can still donate any day of the week. It doesn't matter. So
Exactly.
I love when you say cool sunshine.
Cool sunshine. I know I don't want to overuse it, but I feel like it's kind of like my tagline.
Those are my favorite days.
Thank
though.
you. Yeah, cool sunshine. Very comfortable.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Ari, thank you. This weekend, I had a chance to do something that was pretty cool, I suppose. I ran over the Talmadge Bridge with my friend Damien there. We did the bridge run on Saturday. He challenged me. We both finished. We're both alive to tell about it. It was good. I would do it again, and I think I will next year. Coming up next, we have our Community Corner.
That's right. I sit down with Teddy Adams, the man, the myth, the legend, the living legend, to discuss. He's right here in our studio to talk about his new book that's coming up. Welcome back to News 3 Today. When you think of jazz in Savannah, there are a few names ingrained in the sound of the hostess city. Teddy Adams is one of them. The musician, composer, educator, and now historian is also taking on another role, and that's author with the debut book, The Up of the Downbeat, A Musical Journey. He joins us now for our very first interview here on News 3 Today in our community corner. Thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure being here, Kim.
Oh, a pleasure having you. Having been around for so long and traveling the world, I think a lot of people here are wondering, when it comes to your book, what took you so long?
Well, actually, I started writing this book quite some time ago, but I would put it on the shelf and just postpone. And I was encouraged about 2 years ago by Dr. Charles Elmore, said you need to go ahead and do that. So it's not that it took me so long, but I procrastinated, and now it's done.
Now let's talk about the significance of the title of your book.
The up or the downbeat in music, and especially jazz music. Jazz music is predicated on syncopation, and syncopation are the accents and the beats that fall between the downbeat and the upbeat. As a matter of fact, if it's syncopated, it's not going to be here. It's going to be up or between it. So I compare that to the lives and the improvisation of jazz musicians. Life itself is full of unexpectedness, but the lives of jazz musicians and their improvisation when performing, I think that's an ideal example of what the up or the downbeat represents.
And the book is a memoir. It talks about your life here in Savannah, then going overseas, and then returning to Savannah to revive the jazz scene here. What is it that you want folks to know when they pick up this book?
I guess firstly, I would like for them to realize that Savannah prepared me for the world musically and life itself. When I left Savannah at the age of 18 years old, I was prepared for a lot of things that I would not have been prepared for had I not been born and raised here. I was well schooled musically because of the environment in which I was raised, and because I think we talked about this a few years ago, the West Broad Street, presently Martin Luther King Boulevard, that experience, that was the closest thing to a big city that I could have experienced. So I would like to stress the importance of my upbringing here in Savannah as preparing me musically and for life itself.
Because you've played all over the world and you packed venues all over the world. Let's talk about what that experience has been for you and one of your most fascinating experiences, if you have one that comes to mind.
Well, I found out that in a lot of places jazz is appreciated more in other places than here in America. Its birthplace, you know. But I think perhaps one of the most pleasant and greatest surprises that I experienced was my going to Tokyo, Japan. I went there reluctantly because I was at the time living in Washington, D.C., and very happy with the music environment there. So I went to Tokyo not knowing about the appreciation of the music and about the level of musicianship there among the musicians. And after being there for a few months and going to Tokyo and dealing with the exposure and the people there and the appreciation, I think that's one of the highlights of my life. Going to a place I didn't want to go and then finding out that, hey, you should have been here already. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you, Teddy, for joining us today and being our first guest. We appreciate it.
Hey, well, I appreciate you having me.
Well, you can find Teddy's book, The Up of the Downbeat. It's available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, the Apple iTunes Store, and Google Play. Stay with us. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
And welcome back to News 3 Today. Looking ahead to tonight, a special holiday concert at the historic Savannah Theater on Bull Street is not only a fun night for your family, but it benefits a great cause. Shelter in the Rain offers assistance to low-income single mothers. The concert starts at 7. Tickets are $20. Children 5 and under are free.
And Ariella Scalise is back for a final look.
Are you going to
at our
that? Because I got that
forecast.
notification.
I will be there.
Kim Gusby is going to somewhere by you. I'm like, where is she going to be?
I get a lot of those on Facebook.
Do you
from
get
Kim
Yeah,
Gusby.
between you and Chris, it's like Chris will be at an event by you.
guys are
I'm like,
everywhere.
Listen, it's for a great cause.
No, I'm
You know,
happy.
to help single moms and their families here in our community.
Yeah, that should be cool. And cookies.
And
More
cookies. Yeah, from a Unforgettable Bakery.
That sounds good. Sounds unforgettable. We'll go back to weather. I just wanted to ask if you were
Okay.
going. All right, it's been a nice day so far. We're going to take a look at our forecast as we go through the next couple hours. Temperatures are going to go to the low 70s, and we'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds out there. Or I'll just talk about the weather.
Okay, that's
And then the 7-day forecast, I can tell you that we're going to warm up tomorrow, high of 78, and then we see, there we go, those rain chances move through as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, parts of Friday morning, and then that colder weather continues through the weekend.
Okay, so short sleeves, umbrella.
Yes.
And then the jacket, perhaps, by a week's end.
Yeah, looks like it.
And like that Thursday is going to be like, oh, rainy cold. You know, it's like it's
Yeah.
fine if it's a sunshine cold, but
Yeah.
the rainy raw.
We don't like that. And that's a bad hair day for you, too.
Yeah,
It makes for a bad
probably.
hair day.
Yeah, I haven't used the hair cast in a while. Maybe I'll have to bring it back
You
on
have to.
Thursday.
It seems like you could use the hair cast every day this week, and it might be different.
And it might be a 5 by the time we get to the weekend.
It's possible.
The flawless. with the
Oh,
sparkles.
flawless. We like flawless.
The cool
We do.
sunshine. Listen, I don't want to wish away the whole week, but I'm really eyeing up your cool sunshine days. So
Yeah, I can't wait because I
Thank
know
you for
you'll
that.
tweet at Kyle when you're like, oh, here I'm on the beach and I want like a cool, like, here I am in the cool sunshine. That's me being cool.
here I am on the beach with a coat on.
You can still do that though.
You could do that.
No, that's not the same.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same.
Well, I won't be swimming, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Anyway.
water's still warm.
Thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate it very much. That's our time for now. Stick around, though. After the break, we've got something big for you. The Bridge with Natalie Hendricks.
And of course, we'll bring you more of your local news and weather this evening, starting with First News at 5, right here on WSAV.
Have a great day.